It's the 16th of July 2025 when I came to the scene there when Mr. Devontay Boyce was here, and so I know exactly what time the timeline was that I came, because I look at my video and I look at the timeline of my video now, and I would estimate exactly what time it happened. I can't tell you all, because what I know the police in Holetown will do, if I do say, they will change the reports. I know what I'm telling you all, so I'm not going to tell you, say it on the phone. So I don't know how the other man was transported, if he was transported by a vehicle, because I do not know, but wait a second. Yeah, I think he walked though. Wait a minute, I see something like blood down here. I think that looked like blood. So he might have walked. So I see something that looked like blood. So I don't know if he was transported or he walked, but this looks like blood. But it's only one section I see the blood. That blood. So anyway, when he came, he would have probably walked to the police station. I saw blood back there, dry blood, and then. But what I do not understand, I have a timeline as to roughly what time it happened, and that man was in the police custody, not police custody. The other gunshot wound gentleman was in there for almost an hour. Almost an hour, guys. Almost an hour. So when I came in there, I'm not going to, when I mentioned the time and I came in there, when I walked in there and I said to them, you don't know they have a gunshot thing. The guy, one of the young men that came out there, young man that came up there, and I don't know what he's doing back there. I thought they removed him. He's anyway, he told me to go outside, right? He told me to go outside. But that gentleman was there. It's only when I happened to go by the window and the young man was talking to me, he said he would love to go to the Sandy Crest Medical Center and he was in pain. So he would have been there almost an hour. Now I look at the timeline, the ambulance came. Roughly the time they came and left, it's about 20 minutes, 21 minutes. So which means, I'm asking a question, the commissioner, it means that they never could call the ambulance for the young man. It's only because I came on the scene and started calling and asking what's going on, the ambulance was called. Because between the time when I came back, the ambulance was there, and the time there, 21 minutes. And this gentleman would have been there almost an hour in there, and that they were wiping up the evidence. Now, I heard allegedly that this young man's dad was the one who got shot, not shot, but I want to use the word short, who got shot by Lucky Horseshoe. That's the son. So the police, he allegedly used to give the police a lot of trouble and stuff. So I do not know if that is why the police did what they did. But I know for a fact that police do a lot of nonsense in Holetown. So somebody said allegedly that that was the son that was in there. So which means they would have had no urgency to save that young man. I've seen it happen over again. I have seen it open Colin McDonald Green. I have seen it happen with Arab. And this is things I know because I have the reports on those things, right? So there was no urgency in saving that young man's life. And I do not want the police to investigate themselves. I want the special crime unit. There's a special unit that is there to investigate guns and crimes and stuff. To investigate that, or even somebody from outside. Do not let those police officers investigate themselves. And Inspector Thomas that was in charge of there. Inspector Thomas did not get that job because he was deserving of it. It's because of who he knew. And that is another story, guys. This is another story. So he was there for almost an hour in the police station. And the timeline I looked at, and the time the ambulance came, the time they came on the scene and left, was 21 minutes. So it tells me that the police never called the ambulance until I came on the scene. What does that say about the Holetown police station? And I don't want them to cover it up, because that's why I deliberately did not give any more information about the timeline.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.